Hi everybody, welcome to PassFirstTime.ie. This is Sean here, and in this week's Ask the Instructor, a little later on we're going to take a look at bonnet checks. How long will you be waiting for a driving test? And also an email that upset quite a few people waiting for the driving test from the RSA. But we start off this week with a look at the weather, and this week's weather has been poor. And we've had icy conditions. Now in Ireland, we don't have icy conditions that often, maybe once, twice a year max. So people are not used to knowing what to do, in particular regarding their driving test. So in case these conditions continue, all the information is going to be on the RSA website. That's where you should look. When you log on to the website, all the details will be on the weather banner, which would appear on the front, the homepage of the website. If you want more details on this, we have a YouTube video and it should be up by the time you listen to this. So log on to our YouTube channel where you can see me running through exactly where you find out all the details about whether your test is going ahead, how do you cancel your test, what to do if your test is cancelled. So check out rsa.ie for now, and the YouTube video will talk you through any difficulties you may have at Pass First Time. Just key that into YouTube search and you should find us. Next up is an RSA email which quite a few people around the country got, and a lot of my pupils got, and I was getting phone calls from people who had completed their EDTs and applied for a driving test. They got an email saying that they had not completed their EDTs. So this email appears to be a fault in the system at the RSA. It was sent out by accident by the RSA. It wasn't supposed to go to all these people. So relax, it probably is not correct. If you have any doubt as to whether the email is correct or not, contact the RSA. But if you do have a driving test, the advice they are giving, if you have your EDTs completed, is that you should show up for your driving test despite the email in question. Another question a lot of people asking this week is, how long will I be waiting for my driving test? Now, it is a major concern, especially this week, a lot of tests being cancelled or postponed again because of the weather conditions. The answer is, I don't really know, to be honest. It depends on the test centre that you're going to be doing your test from. In a lot of test centres, people are still getting called within a couple of weeks because there are a lot of cancellations, people not ready for tests or not able to take tests for certain reasons. And in other test centres, people are waiting for months. So the answer is, it depends on your test centre, but your local driving instructor should be able to give you more information on how long you will be waiting for the test. And lastly, this week, a question from one of my own pupils, an Ask the Instructor question you'd call it, and this is, what do they ask on the bonnet checks? Now again, this is all contained within the course at PassFirstTime.ie, but just a rough guide. Bonnet checks, they'll ask you to open the bonnet. So first of all, make sure you know where the bonnet pull is. Make sure you have a check that it opens properly. I came across a car a couple of weeks ago. Luckily it was a couple of days before the test, and I said to the girl, okay, we're going to open the bonnet. We tried to open the bonnet, we pulled the lever, there was nothing happening, so she had to take it to the garage. Luckily she had time to sort out that difficulty. So if you have a test coming up, make sure you check the bonnet pull, make sure the bonnet is opening and you know how to open it comfortably. Once you open it, you're looking for items like brake fluid, coolant, water for the wipers, where the oil goes into the car, dipstick for checking the oil, and how you would check it. They are the main items. I might do a YouTube video actually in the coming weeks outlining that, but again, if you're a member of the Pass First Time course, you will see we have a detailed video on that. So that's about it for this week. With the bad conditions, I'd be advising everybody to drive very safely and carefully, and don't drive unless you have to. That's the key message. No matter how tempted you are, if you don't have to drive, please don't. That's it for this week. We're back with another podcast, same time next week.